Hi, we are at the Chateau Ramsey.
We just saw the guards marching, so I'll insert the video now.
We're standing in front of the memorial for the Battle of 1805, the Battle of Trafalgar. And next we're going to go over here.
In Montreal, in the old town, and what you're seeing is where the port is. So down here is where all the old boats would come in, and here's some old pictures of what it looked like years and years ago. And so the boats with all the merchandise would come into the port, and all the merchants wanting to buy the supplies and pick up merchandise would be along the hillside here that's now paved. And that's where they would pick up the merchandise from. It's a really interesting area of town. You can tell there's tons of people. It's a beautiful day out here today. Lots of lovely little shops and eateries on the road, and we're gonna have just a lovely afternoon.
As you can see, this is what it looked like, and now that's what it is.
Market Bon Secure, I'm saying it probably totally wrong, was a place that was a market. People would trade their goods and that sort of thing. And then later it became the Parliament of the Canadas. Before Canada was a country, in up to about I think 1849. Then afterwards, they decided to move it. And this is a story I've never heard, but my cousin was saying that people were threatening to burn this place. And so they decided to house the Parliament in a different location in Montreal, which is now, I think, just a parking lot. And then later on, of course, they moved the Parliament to Ottawa. So I'm standing here at the site of where Canada's first Parliament was. And what was really quite interesting, and I said I just learned here, is the United Province of Canada had co-prime ministers at the time in the 1840s, before we became a country. La Fontaine, the French, and Baldwin, the British. And anyhow, this is where the Parliament stood, and the rioters were not happy with becoming part of the British rule, and had burnt the building down. And so the Parliament ended up moving from this site to, I believe, Toronto and then Ottawa, and Queen Victoria finally said Ottawa was going to be Canada's capital, and that's where Parliament was going to be. And I just want to add that this used to be a parking lot, and it wasn't until about 2 years ago that they decided to put up some plaques and actually make this a bit of a historical site, that this was Canada's first Parliament was housed here.
We were just walking around Montreal and we came across Poutine Fest, so we're gonna check it out.
Now we're just listening to live music and enjoying our poutine.
Were made like this. this place first is because the harbor of Montreal was controlled from there at that time. La raison pour le signal de détresse